I really think like probably the huge turning point in terms of I wouldn't say losing the love, but wanting to transition to something new. My favorite producer, Jay Dilla, had passed. That to me was like a huge shock to my system because to me that was a dream of like working for it. Like, okay, the goal now is to just get in the studio with this guy or let him hear your music somehow. Just let
Right.
him know what that music, hearing Tribe Called Quest, hearing Far Side, hearing Busta Rhymes stuff. And I remember just being young and looking at the credits of just like he's inhuman. So it's like the
Yeah.
fact that this music can bring you closer to somebody like that was always, I think, an aspiration of mine. So at that same time, I don't know, whatever you believe in, or the person above, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, works in mysterious ways. I had a friend that got signed with an artist who was a New York City legend in house music.
I know who you're talking about. Dope,
Okay.
man. Dope, man. I know you're
Yep.
talking about him. Yeah.
Yeah. He was working with Kenny, and then we were going to some party. I forgot what party it was because it was somebody he had met in Kenny Dope's studio.
Okay.
And these two young kids at the time, if anyone has ever heard of the Martinez brothers, this
Yep.
is like when the Martinez brothers were like just starting out. I had heard of them like just in the rumblings of just learning about this new world and things like that. And we went to go check them out. And then we ended up just linking up with them at the end of the show. And I remember talking to Christian, who's the younger brother, and I forgot what record I mentioned. The first thing he was like, "How do you know that?" And I was like, "Oh, I have that record and I know Dilla sampled it on this." And because this kid was like 15 at the time and I'm, getting closer to 20 years old, his encyclopedia of music was just out of this world. And for him to know this obscure reference of like this progressive rock record, just we had a connection right away.
If you're enjoying the content you're watching right now and you want to level up and create vibes at all the events you DJ at, well, make sure you subscribe to us right